Good day, ladies and gentlemen. About to weather here with a very special report on Hurricane IOTA as it barrels its way towards Central America. This special report is delivered with a sense of extreme caution to those who are affected by this catastrophic hurricane that is currently moving at about 10 miles an hour and packing winds over 105 miles per hour. It is currently a strong Category 2 hurricane, and once maximum sustained winds are 111 miles per hour or higher based on the Saffir-Simpson scale, meteorologists will upgrade it to a Category 3 hurricane. Based on our forecast models, Hurricane IOTA will be a catastrophic Category 4 hurricane that will be packing maximum sustained winds in excess of 130 miles per hour. At this level of a hurricane, even well-built homes may incur major damage with the loss of most roof structures and most exterior walls. Most trees will be uprooted and snapped at the winds of 130 miles per hour, and power poles uprooted and downed. It's important to know the exact type of catastrophe that residents may face at this level of a type of hurricane. One of the major issues of a Category 4 hurricane is extreme storm surge and high winds, whereby fallen trees and downed power poles will severely isolate neighborhoods and may be used by the wind and flash flood waters to destroy property in its path. Most people hope that power outages will be dealt with within a few days. However, a Category 4 hurricane can cause power outages for weeks and possibly months, as many people witnessed in Puerto Rico in late 2017 with the destructive force of Hurricane Maria. For those residents who are returning to their homes, or are just starting to recover from Hurricane IOTA, regretfully, it may be the best interest to take shelter from the coastal areas as Hurricane IOTA makes its way inland in the next few hours. We believe that the power of this Category 4 hurricane will severely impede all recovery efforts of the coastal areas that were just starting to recover from Hurricane IOTA, and it's best to comply with all of the governmental ordinances to evacuate all high-risk zones and seek established shelters. This storm has a very well-defined eye wall structure, and as the hurricane moves inland, one of the signs of it further strengthening will be the drop of barometric pressure as it strengthens and makes landfall on the northeastern coast of Nicaragua and the eastern coast of Honduras. Based on our forecast models, we are looking at possible landfall late Monday night as a possible and very powerful Category 4 hurricane. As always, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and share this video with friends and family, especially those who are directly impacted by Hurricane IOTA. As with more information, we can all stay a little bit more informed and feel safer and be a little bit more aware of the potential impact of this powerful Category 2, soon to be classified a Category 4 hurricane. With less than 24 hours before impact, it is not too late to evacuate low-lying coastal regions on the north coast of Nicaragua and the east coast of Honduras. And this is the zone of the Central America that will feel the full brunt force of Hurricane IOTA. We have been tracking this hurricane and this pretty much from when it was a tropical wave, and or then it became a depression a few days ago. And this storm has all the This system has all the telltale signs of development into a very powerful hurricane right before landfall. It is important to realize that this situation is going to get very grave and things will decay very, very quickly, and it will only get from bad to worse as IOTA is expected to rapidly intensify and approach a Category 4 hurricane status on the Saffir-Simpson scale. And as it approaches the coast of Central America on Monday night, residents of northeastern Nicaragua and eastern Honduras need to observe a serious hurricane warning that is in effect right now. In the area of Providencia, hurricane conditions are expected to develop on Monday with tropical storm conditions in San Andreas. Once IOTA makes landfall, the storm surge will have a devastating effect, along with compounded with the effects of heavy rainfall and life-threatening flash flooding in Central America. Unfortunately, loss of life is possible with a Category 4 hurricane, especially when you factor in the possibility of mudslides, powerful flash flooding, and as a result of Hurricane Ida's recent landfall, Hurricane IOTA will significantly compound the effects that were initially felt by Ida, simply because of so much destruction that is still pretty much undealt with, as a result of having to prepare for a brand new hurricane that is on its way, almost on an identical path as Hurricane Ida. Please make sure you subscribe to About to Weather for the latest developments on Hurricane IOTA, with news of further intensification and what it means for you and your community. We will do our best to track and notify you and help you assess the situation. We will notify you of any recent changes in the weather system as it approaches landfall of northeastern Nicaragua and eastern Honduras. As we take a look at the GFS average 6-hour precipitation rate model, we don't anticipate any weather conditions to really impact or cause Hurricane IOTA to decay at this point. And all of the forecast models suggest further intensification of the storm, and residents of northeastern Nicaragua need to be observant of the hurricane warnings that are in effect. As we track the hurricane using the HWRF forecasting model, a tool for monitoring the barometric pressure of the hurricane, we are actually seeing strengthening and the pressure dropping, which suggests that the speed will pick up and the storm itself will tighten and intensify as it approaches landfall. As Hurricane IOTA approaches the northeastern coast of Nicaragua, it is possible that the pressure may drop as low as 930 millibars with 120 knot winds, which is equivalent to about 138 miles per hour, which will possibly make it a very, very powerful Category 4 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson scale. Category 5 hurricane is 157 miles per hour or higher. The current movement is 10 miles per hour, which is a little higher than what it was in the last 24 hours when it was slowly moving at 5 miles per hour. It was one of those systems that we have never witnessed such slow movement, and it is possible that it did most of its intensification as it was moving very, very slowly in the Caribbean Sea towards Central America. At its current maximum sustained winds of 105 miles per hour and 160 millibars. Once it prepares to make landfall, we anticipate further intensification to about 135 to 140 miles per hour, with corresponding barometric pressure of possibly 930 to 935 millibars. As the barometric pressure falls, we anticipated further intensification in preparation for landfall. The Saffir-Simpson scale, just to let you know, is one of the best indicators of what kind of catastrophe residents in the path of a hurricane may face, and it is a product of Herbert Saffir, an engineer, and Robert Simpson, a meteorologist, who developed this scale with 5 categories, increasing in intensity from 1 to 5, and serves to classify Western Hemisphere tropical cyclones that exceed the intensities of tropical depressions and tropical storms, and classify them into 5 distinct categories, distinguishable by the intensities of their sustained winds. So, as we prepare for Hurricane IOTA, it's important that we take the advice of the weather specialists, and we take heed of looking at all the different weather models and the information coming into the weather center in preparation for the storm. The most serious destruction comes from the flash floods and the life-threatening storm surge. Coastal region residents should be using this window of time, 24 hours before possible landfall, as their window of opportunity to flee the coast for certified emergency shelters to protect their lives and the lives of their family. Once the initial effects of those outer feeder bands of Hurricane IOTA start to make their way and be felt on the the coast of the northeastern Nicaragua with severe thunderstorms and possibly tornadoes. Tornadoes are very common with Category 4 and Category 5 hurricanes, and we saw this effect in the case of Hurricane Andrew in 1992, when it was reported that there were several tornadoes that touched down during when the hurricane was making its way over Miami. So tornado activity is possible, and tornadoes, of course, are very, very destructive forces, and it's not too late if you need to seek emergency shelter. We are 24 hours out, and at this time, we do recommend that based on the tropical force winds, they will probably be felt throughout the entire nation of Nicaragua. However, the full brunt of the hurricane force winds will be felt mostly in the northeastern section, because that's where it's believed that the hurricane will make its initial landfall. So at this time, we urge residents of northeastern coast of Nicaragua and the eastern coast of Honduras, please seek emergency shelter as soon as possible. We're going to continue to monitor this catastrophic hurricane as it makes landfall in Central America. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video with friends and family. We keep our thoughts. We'll keep the residents of Nicaragua and Honduras in our thoughts as they prepare for this hurricane. We want to keep as many people, help as many people stay informed, and help them to make the very best decision to preserve their lives and the lives of their family. Stay tuned for more updates about Hurricane IOTA, and as always, bow to weather and stay informed and stay safe. Thank you.